To keep things moving along, I'll probably put in the refrigerator now. So let me zoom into that area, selecting zoom window. Looking at the sketch, it's a 30-inch by 30-inch refrigerator. It is centered in this space and it's pulled away from the wall 1 inch. How will we handle that? First of all, I'm not going to try and draw the refrigerator in this space. I'm simply going to take my line command and start drawing the refrigerator out here. Turn ortho on, type in 30 and enter. Move my cursor in the right direction, type in 30 again and enter. Moving the cursor up, typing 30 once again and enter. And finally, either closing it or selecting the endpoint. Next, I want to represent the door. I'm going to offset this line 2 inches and right click. And that's our refrigerator. Next thing I'll try and do is place it in the right spot. I do know that this space is 36 inches. My refrigerator is 30, which means I have 3 inches left on both sides. So I'm going to select Move, windowing the objects, right click, specifying the base point. I'll select this endpoint, turn ortho off, and selecting this endpoint has allowed me to move it into that corner. Now it's simply going to be a matter of moving it 2 more times. Once, rather the first time will be 3 inches over to the left, and the next time will be 1 inch down. Selecting Move, trying to make sure that we select just the objects here. I'm going to Window, like so, right click, now that I've selected the objects, specifying a base point. I'm not going to try and pick here because I'm going to have too many endpoints going. Obviously I could, and then I could turn off Object Snap, but I'm going to select a point out here, click, turning ortho back on now. I'd like to move it down 1 inch, so I'm simply going to point the cursor in the right direction and type in 1 and enter. And I'm going to move the objects again. This time what I'll do is, after I select the Move command, I'm going to type in the letter P at the command line when it's indicating to select objects right now. When I type the letter P followed by the Enter key, notice how it indicates 5 objects found. That letter P is short for previous objects selected, or more technical terms, previous selection set. Autocad remembered that I had selected these 5 lines before, and by typing P, it automatically understands that I want to pick those previous lines one more time. So without having to use a window or a crossing window, I've selected my refrigerator, and now I simply type Enter, specifying a base point. Again, I'm keeping my cursor out here, going over to the right. I apologize, going to the left, not the right. The right will put us into the wall. Going to the left and typing 3 and Enter. And there we have the refrigerator in the correct location. Zoom previous. Next we should do the sink and the stove.